Hey guys, Nicole from Grand Coco Lives. Jumping on here real quick, and I'm going to do a crafting video. I'm going to do a crochet, show a couple of stitches. I'm making my daughter some slippers. Actually, I'm making a lot of people slippers. My Grandma Johnston taught me how to crochet 100 million years ago. She has now since passed, and it's awesome to have that, to kind of think of her about when I crochet. But anyway, she knitted actually, but she taught me how to crochet back. My daughter's, what, 26, and yeah, she taught me before I was pregnant with her. Well, I think I had just found out I was pregnant with her when she taught me, and had taught me years before that. I think I was like 12 or 13, and she had taught me then. And then, you know, you go through school and you forget about it and don't really do much. And then she re-taught me when I was pregnant with my daughter, and I made my daughter her first blanket. So, and then Grandma knitted. She taught me the crochet part. I just never picked up on the knitting. So she has always made the most fantastic slippers. Everybody loved them. I, again, couldn't knit. And I have tried several different patterns of crocheting, and I finally adjusted a few patterns together to fit the ones that we like. So these are the ones that I make for my family and friends, and I know a couple of people were asking me about crocheting, so this is kind of an easy peasy get going starting place for crocheting. It's not for everybody, I know. I'm a grandma, I like to crochet, it's fun. I've done blankets, I've done hats, sweaters, jackets, purses, bags, and slippers is the easiest thing. You can do them in an hour. So let me show you what you're gonna need and what I've done so far. Okay, so I'm at work and I have my little crochet bag. I have needles and stuff in my bag, patterns written down. You'll see all my needles and stuff, and my crochet hooks, my yarn, my little clicker, that's my little counter, my scissors, and look, my yarn. And this is the slippers that I have. I made one for my daughter. The other one is what we're going to do now. See the pretty stitch? So there's that. And this would fit a size 5-6, I would say, in women's. So let me tell you, you're going to find a bunch of crochet patterns, and they're going to go by rows, and that's fine and that's dandy, but that doesn't work for me. So let me tell you about this for a minute. So you'll find a lot of patterns that have rows. So it'll say, for instance, 12 rows for a size 7 shoe. I'm just using an example for slippers. Or 12 rows for a 7 shoe, or 20 rows for a 9. That never works for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm assuming it's my tension. I'm probably a more looser crocheter, because mine always come out so incredibly big. So I have made all kinds of patterns. I have followed the patterns to a T. Whether it's a slipper, a sweater, a bag, they always come out bigger than what they're supposed to. So what I have learned for myself, instead of jacking up my tension where I am, the way I hold my yarn and my needle, I'm comfortable at, so I just up or down my needle. That's all I do. So, or my needle, my crochet hook. So for instance, if it says use a 5mm hook, and I know that the person writing that pattern says a 5mm hook will give you a size 7 slipper, I will down and use like a 4.25 or 4.5mm hook, because I know my tension is different, and that'll get me where I need to be. Or if I need a bigger slipper, I will do a bigger needle, like this, or bigger hook, like a size 6mm hook. Let me show you the hooks, what they look like. So here's a few that I brought to work. This is a bigger one, you know, so this would render a bigger size slipper. I'm talking slippers because that's what I'm about to make. These little ones will do a smaller slipper, because the yarn would be tighter together. And they all would say on it what size they are. I don't know if you can, there you go. See it? So that's a 6mm hook. And then this one, oops, it's backwards, 3.5mm hook. Do you see that? So there's all different kinds. They're relatively inexpensive. If you're interested in this, just run to Joann's. Walmart even sells them. And get you a couple of hooks to start with. I would say the universal for me is H, which is a 5mm hook, but you know, you do you. All right, let's get started and I'll show you a couple of basic stitches. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you a couple of stitches. I'm gonna show you the magic circle. So you're gonna take your yarn, wrap it around your hand to an X, around, I use 3 fingers, have an X. Take your hook, stick it under, oops, stick it under your first yarn, grab it with your hook, and grab it again. This is so hard to teach somebody. And have, you'll have a little loop. That's a magic circle. Do it again. So, wrap it around your 3 fingers, go under your first yarn, grab your second with your hook. So your hook has a little hook at the end. So you grab it, pull it through. Then you're going to grab it again, pull it through your little hole. There you go. Loop, swoop, and pull. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a double crochet. So you just have your hook here. And you are going to, I have my yarn. I grab it with my pinky and then hold it, my working yarn with this, and then I can pull it from the skein. So that's how I do it. So you'll take this and we're going to chain 2. So to chain, you just go under your yarn, grab it, and you're going to pull it through the yarn that's already on the hook. Do it again, grab it, pull it through that yarn. There's 2 times. Now we're going to do a double crochet. Go around. So go wrap your, you either can say you're putting your hook under the yarn or your yarn over your hook. And then you're going to go into this hole that you made. Grab your working yarn, pull it through, and you should have 3 on your hook. Can you see that? 1, 2, 3. Wrap around one more time. Pull it through the first 2 loops that are on your hook. Now you should have 2. Wrap it around one more time and pull it through the last 2. And that's a double crochet. Let's do it again. Okay. So you're going to grab the working yarn with your hook, go into the hole, grab your yarn again. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Wrap it around again one more time, pull it through 2 of the loops. See it? Grab it around again, pull it through the last 2. Double crochet. Wrap it around, go through your little loop, grab it, 3 on your, and then you pull it through the first 2 on there, again, pull it through. That's a double crochet. So we're going to do that 12 times in this circle. Then I'll be back to show you what's next. Okay, I'm back and I've got 11 on my circle, and I pull my little hole. You take this yarn that's hanging right here and you pull it and it'll tighten your little hole here at the end. I always tighten it. So I have 1 more to do. So again, you're going to go around, go through the loop, grab it, 3 on your hook, pull it through 2, pull it through the last 2. Now we're going to slip stitch to the first stitch, not to the chain. Remember, we chained 2. So you'll see where there's the chain right here. It's a little hard to show you. Let me see if I can. So here's the chain. Here's the first 1, 2, and then we did a double crochet. So see, can you tell the difference? So you see double crochet here, double crochet here, and the chain looks a little bit different. So you don't want to stick your needle in the chain. You want to stick it through the double crochet. Okay? So the top of your first stitch, you're going to slip it through the 2 V's. See the V right here? Oh God, it's so hard to show you. There you go, that's easier. Slip it through there, where the V is on top. So you're going to slip it through here, grab your yarn, pull it through, and then pull it through the 1 loop that's on your hook to connect the 2. There you go. Now for the next row. So we did that one, so we're going to click first row done. Now we're going to chain 2, so you wrap around, pull it through, wrap around, pull it through, chain 2. Now this is called increasing. You're going to do 2 double crochets in each stitch, so you should have 24 stitches after you're done with this. So you start on your first double crochet here. See where the V is up here on top, right there. So you do 2 in this hole, 2 in the next hole, 2 in the next, until you get to the end, till you get right back where you started. You'll be able to tell too. So you'll go wrap it around, well, maybe wrap it around, stick it in the first double crochet, 3 on your hook, pull it through 2, pull it through 2 more, and do the exact same stitch. Do it again in the same hole. Okay, so we did the first stitch. Now let's do the next one together. Wrap it around, go into the first hole, grab it, pull it through 2, wrap it around, pull it through 2, and then you want to go right in the exact same stitch. So you'll have 2 double crochets in each stitch, and it's going to make it bigger. The diameter of the circle will be bigger. Do it again. Go into the next double crochet, 3 on your hook, pull it through 2, pull it through the last 2. Do it again. Same hole. Okay, so you'll see you have 2 double crochets in each one. See? 2 right there, 2 right there, and the 2 right there. So I'm going to keep doing this till I get to the other end. Okay, we've reached the end, so we have 24 stitches. Looks like a little part right there. And then you're going to join them again to the top of the double crochet, so that top stitch. So we'll slip stitch, stick it into the top of that, grab it, pull it through, and you're going to join it, and now you have a perfect circle. And chain 2, remember, wrap around, pull through, and then you're going to do 1 double crochet in every stitch, and you're going to do 12 rows of that. So 1 double crochet in each and every stitch. 1 double crochet in each and every stitch. Okay, so you're going to go around, and then when you get to the end, you slip stitch it like I showed you, and you're going to do that 12 more times. So we've already finished 2, not 12 more times, 10 more times. You want 12 rows, I'm sorry. So we're going to get to row 12 on your clicker, or if you write it on paper, you know, that's how I did it in the beginning. However, when you get to row 12, stop. We're going to stop at 12 rows. So it'll actually be 10 more times now. Okay? And you can count them till you see there's 1 row, and then there's 2 rows. So when you get to 12 rows, we'll be back. Okay guys, I got my 12 rows, And then we're going to continue on. So we got 12 rows. Now you're going to do, and these are all double crochet. So what you're going to do is keep going, but instead of going completely around, you're going to do 20 double crochets, chain 2, turn, and do 20 more the other way. Chain 2, turn, do 20 more the other way. You're going to do that till round 15. Okay, so let me show you. I'll do one row and then I'll let you go do the others on your own. And now we're going to do double crochet for 20 stitches. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, okay, there's 20. Okay, so you have 20 stitches like that. So then you're going to leave these stitches unworked. These ones right here, do not put anything in those. So now you're going to stop here. You did 20 stitches, chain 2, okay, turn and go back across those 20 stitches, double crochet. Okay, so same thing. And just keep going till you get to this end. Chain 2, turn it and go back again. You're going to do that till you get to row 15. Okay? Okay, so I'm at row 15. Finished, completed, and this is what you should be looking like. Okay? This is what your top should look like. You should have a little opening there. Okay? Okay, now we did 15 rows. For 16 and 17, we're going to decrease. And what you'll do is you'll have your slipper. You're going to do 6 normal double crochets. 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Then what you're going to do is you're going to get more yarn here. You're going to go into your stitch like you're going to do a double crochet. You got 3 on your hook. Wrap around, pull through 2. Wrap around, go into the next stitch. Pull it through. Wrap around, pull through 2. Wrap around, pull through 2, and then pull through the last 2. And you're basically stitching 2 stitches together. Okay? And you're going to do one more. So you're going to go in. Actually, you're going to do 4 of these. So that's the first one. So you're going to do like you're doing a double crochet. Wrap it around, go into the next stitch. Pull through 2. Wrap around, pull through 2. Okay? 2 more. Go into the next. Okay, one more. Pull through 2, go into the next stitch, pull through 2, wrap around, pull through, and now you have 4 stitches stitched together. And then the last 6 stitches you're going to do just a normal double crochet, and that's row 16. So there should be 6 stitches here to the end. Yep, 5 and 6. Okay, chain 2, turn, and get ready for the next row. All right, now for row 17, you're going to do the exact same thing, except you're going to decrease it. You're going to do less stitches because now you've decreased and there are less stitches. So you're going to double crochet 4, then do 4 together, and then 4 more, and that'll bring you to the edge. So you're going to double crochet 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now double crochet 4 stitches together. Not 4 stitches together, 2 stitches together 4 times is what I meant to say. So you'll go in first stitch, pull through 2, wrap it around, go into the next stitch, pull through 2, pull through, and pull through. Okay. I have to have a lot of working yarn or it drives me nuts. Okay. So do it again, wrap it around, go in like you're going to do a double crochet. Wrap it around, pull through 2. Just don't complete it. Wrap it around, go through the next stitch. Wrap it around, so now you should have 5 on your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through all of them. Go through the next one. Make sure you're in the right hole. There we go. Okay. And one more time. Okay, so there you go. And now you should have 4 double crochets left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfection. Okay, now what you're gonna do is move my pen. So that's 17 for row 18. You're going to start to make your heel. See, here's your heel. It's already starting to curve and create the heel shape. See it? So you're going to slip stitch. So you're going to take your heel, your slipper, fold it right here to the edge, and just slip stitch the 2 edges together to join it. So just go into the first stitch on this side. Oops, I can't see. Oh, there we go. First stitch, pull through and pull through. So now it's connected, see? Okay, then you're going to chain 2. And then here is where you can be kind of wishy-washy. We're going to go around, so look, you got your shoe or slipper, and we're going to go around the ankle part. But there's like, it's not, I shouldn't say it's not even, but there's just bigger holes, little holes. It's just, we're going to even it out. So basically you're going to find a hole and two double crochets in each hole. So you find a good gap. See, like these gaps right here? Do 2 double crochets. Find another gap, do 2 double crochets. Skip down here, another gap, do 2 double crochets. Do that all the way to here. When you get here, 1 double crochet in each of these 4 stitches. So 2 in the sides get down here, 1 in each. When you go back up the other side, 2 in there, all the way back to the beginning stitch. Okay, so let's see if I can. So start here, 2 double crochets down the side, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet in each stitch, then come up 2 double crochets in each stitch till you get back here. Okay. Okay, I did 2 double crochets down this first side right here, 2 double crochets in each stitch, and I'm down to the bottom here, just so I can show you. Okay, I've got 1 more stitch left right here, and then I go across the top, or the front of the foot. So 2 double crochets in this last hole, 1 and 2. Okay, oops. Okay, now we're gonna go in each stitch and do 1 double crochet across the top of this foot, where your top of your foot would be. Okay. 1 more. Okay, now we're going to do the same up this side. 2 double crochets in every stitch. Not in every stitch, in every gap that you can find. And it does not have to be perfect. You find the gap and you put it in there. We're just kind of evening this out so we can have a base to work our top of our slipper for. Okay. Does not have to be perfect. We're almost there. Keep it going. Okay. I can't stand when it snags. I have to have working yarn up here. All right, so we're almost to the top. Couple stitches left. Knock these out. And then you're going to join with a slip stitch so you're gonna have a hole here, but you see where you first joined it right here? That's where we did the slip stitch before we started to go around the ankle. You're gonna join up at the top. Let's see if I can. Join it with a slip stitch at the very first stitch. Pull it through, and now you should be good to go. There's the back. And this, you can leave this, I sew it up, but you know, I'll show you how to do that after. But you should now have a full ankle for your slipper. Yeah. Okay, now chain 2. And we're going to do a front post double crochet and a back post double crochet. So you're going to rotate. So each of these, let me show you, each of these double crochets create a post. So you see double crochet, double crochet. So they look like little posts to do. So instead of going in and going around, we're going to go into the sides like this and pull it through. So this is the front post, and then if you need to do a back post, you come in from the back post from the inside of the slipper. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. It's so difficult to explain for me. I'm not very good at this. Okay, so I know how to do it, but I can't explain it. So we have our double crochet. Let's get in here. You're gonna do it like you're gonna do a double crochet, and you're gonna go in here, Do you see that? Front post. Grab it, pull it through, and then just complete your double crochet. Okay, now we're going to do a back post. So you wrap, and then instead of coming in the front, you're going to go behind it. Come through and then grab it. Complete your double crochet. Okay, do you see that? Front post. Grab it. Back post, you're going to go in here, grab it. Oops, I screwed it up. Okay, sorry. Grab it, pull it through, just like a double crochet, and then double crochet. And it's going to give you this pattern so that it's stretchy, you see? Versus the just plain double crochet. So it's going to give you, see, there's the posts. Okay, so where'd we leave off? Back post. Let's do a front post. Back post. So go front post just from the outside of the slipper, you go into the posts, and the back post, you do it from the inside of the slipper. At least that's the way I do it. Best way I know how to explain it. Okay, so you're going to do that all the way around for rows 18 and then 19. I do it twice, yeah. So do one row, do another row, do 2 rows of this, front post, back post. And then I will show you how to end off, how to finish off. Okay, we're done with the 2 rows. So that would have been what? 17 and 18 and 19. Did the ankle. Let's see if I can come back. Okay. So there's your front post, back post, double crochets. Then you're gonna, I didn't show you, but let me pull it out and show you. Once you get to the last stitch, it's gonna be open, and you just wanna slip stitch to the first double crochet. See, slip stitch to the first double crochet and bring it together. And then we're just going to chain 1, not 2 anymore. Chain 1. This whole time we've been chaining 2. Now you're just going to chain 1. And then the last stitch we're going to do is a single crochet 1 time around. And then all you have to do is sew it and you're done. So now what you're going to do is single crochet, which means you're going to go in each of these. Let me pull this out. Each of these top, point it this way so you can see. Each of these little V's, you're going to go through both of them, each one. See, I'm going to go through like that, grab your yarn, pull it through, and do a single crochet. So you know with the double crochet, we wrapped it around and go through twice. For the single, you're going to go through, grab it once around, so you'll have 2 on your hook. Okay, once around, now you have 3, pull through both. That's it. So you go through the next one, pull it through, grab it, 2 on your hook, wrap around, pull it through. Go through the V's. Okay, you're gonna do that all the way around. And then we'll meet back here. That's a single crochet, that's an easy stitch. You do it one more time so you can see. I'm trying to get, this is such a weird angle. It's so weird to do this and show people. Somebody else could probably teach you a lot better than I could. So you're gonna go through, grab it, okay? So I'm gonna do this and then I'll meet you right back here. Okay, I'm at the end. I've got a couple stitches left. 1, 2. Okay, see it? 1 and 2. So I'm going to do my next single crochet, the last single crochet, and then slip stitch. Stick it through there, pull. Then you're going to go over one more time and just pull it through. And you're going to get your scissors, you're going to leave a little tail. So pull it through. And then this is your sewing yarn and your sewing yarn. Okay. Now I'm going to get a needle and show you what to do. Okay, here's my darning needle for crocheting. You see it's got a bigger mouth to thread yarn through. So you'll just put your yarn through. Okay. Like that. And this is how I do it. Everybody does it different. You can do how you want. So you've got this tight. Remember, you got this hole. Feel free to leave it if you don't want to sew it up. I think it looks cool. But if they're slippers, you want your feet toasty. So you're going to come just thread it down. Just go down. And the thread hides behind it. And just whip stitch this together. And it should take 4 or 5 stitches. Then you're together. Then I do this. I go in and do a little slip knot again to tie it off. And then one more. And then I just go in and out a couple of times through the yarn before I cut it off. That way it doesn't come unraveled. And there's the back. Throw that away, and there's the back all sewn up and purdy. Okay, and then you do the toe. Now, pull it tight to make sure your little circle stays closed. Not too tight though, you don't want to snag it, but tight enough. I thread my yarn, and then I just see there's your toe. I just go through a couple of times and do a couple of slip knots or to tie it off. Okay, so I go through here. There's 1. 2, and then again, just put it through a couple of times and just prevent it from unraveling. And there you go, cut it off. And there's your second slipper. See it? So now you got toasty feet. Okay. And they're pretty, they're easy. I mean, once you learn how to do it, you'll knock them out in an hour. It took us a little longer because we're showing each other how to do things, but, and they give, you know, you can wash these, they stay together. Party slippers. There you go.